pre-show announcements. I feel like I've said some of these a couple times already.
So I realize I've forgotten my bag, and I go back into the office to get it. And there they are, all the security guards dressed up like us, shouting our catchphrases.
Penelope? Penelope, do you think that that's how your costume is supposed to look? Really, you do?
I'm Kyle Pepper, and ever since I was a little boy, I wanted to be a professional baseball player. Well, now I'm 36 and going nowhere fast, so that's why I'm starting Kyle Pepper's Professional Baseball League. We only have 3 rules. 1, everyone's welcome regardless of gender or race. 2, every team starts with 5 runs so they don't feel bad. And 3, every Tuesday night we trade spouses and experiment sexually. Okay, you probably just said, I can't believe what I just heard. You start with 5 runs? Tryouts are this Thursday at 6 in my backyard, with a small tickle party starting at 9. Kyle Pepper's Professional Baseball League. I can't wait to meet you.
Hello, I'm Phil Incasti. Are you like me or hundreds of others across the country that suffer from a debilitating fear of microphones? You don't have to go it alone. Come to the basement of St. Olaf's Church this Thursday at 5:30 for a support group unlike any other. Microphonophobics United, stand together! Because facing your fears is a must. Must. Which stands for Microphonophobics United, stand together! Get me out of here!
Okay, Cookie, we think we have the scorpion problem under control.
Finally! I can put my shoes back on. Oh my god!
Well, that's the thing. There was gluten in all of the donuts I brought in this morning. So if she's so allergic to it, why isn't she dead now?
Marcus to set. Marcus, you are 17 minutes late for your call. Marcus to set.
Does anyone hear like a throbbing? That's the best way I can describe it. Just like a throbbing sound. Like a deep throbbing.
Anton Jones was the greatest detective in the world.
I noticed a gray speck on your jacket, which could only have come from a quarry upstate. Gentlemen, the murderer is the mayor.
But after a terrible accident...
I'm afraid his body won't make it, but we can save his brainwaves.
The greatest mind in the world now resides in a pocket calculator.
Where am I? No!
And with the help of a friend, he'll crack the case and crunch some numbers.
Don't you see, John? There's no way his wife could have killed him.
That's great, but how much should I leave for this tip?
15% of $28.50 is,
From the producers of Tommy Gulch, Attorney Stripper, comes Calculator Jones, P.I.
Any last words, Calculator Jones? Boobs? Boobs.
Freeze! Police!
I'll be back on the street in no time.
Then I guess I'll calc you later.
Piddle paddle.
That's right. Hey guys, what you playing?
Piddle paddle.
Piddle paddle? Can I play?
Sure, just roll the dice. And...
Piddle paddle?
That's right, piddle paddle. Just roll the dice again and...
Piddle paddle?
That's right.
So I just move my piece around the board after I roll the dice and piddle paddle.
Wow, you landed in the Rainbow Castle. You're a natural.
Yes, Piddle Paddle. It's the hot new game that everyone's dying to play.
Woohoo! So now I'm in the murky swamp and piddle paddle.
What? No, what are you doing?
I rolled a 4.
Welcome to the game. I'm your host, Cookie Masterson, and I hate to toot my own horn, but... Oops, sorry, that wasn't mine. There we go, that one's mine. By the looks of you two, I'd say smart money is on the under. There's your hardware. You can force another player to answer immediately by hitting your screw button. If they miss it, you win extra bonus dollars. And today's wrong answer of the game is being brought to you by
Kale Mart. If you find a single thing in our store that is not associated with kale, it's free. Kale Mart. We don't even know what kale is, and we don't care.
Sniff out our sponsor's wrong answer of the game, and you'll end up with a great prize and serious cash. All right, let's do this thing.
Get ready, time for question 1.
Kicking things off, mail enhancement. Just taking a moment to open my mail. Something I like to do every couple of years. Probably should have paid that. An old Christmas card. Let's see what it says inside. Well, it's been a big year for the whole family. Junior learned to drive, Mom changed jobs, and Dad started a drug empire cooking and selling high-quality methamphetamine. What TV family is this Christmas card from? The Greens, the Browns, the Blacks, or the Whites? Players 1 and 2? Why, yes, this card is from Walter and Skylar White and their son Walt Jr. from the show Breaking Bad. And I'd read you the rest of the letter, but it's full of spoilers.
Oh, Mama, gonna tell you what I'm gonna do. Tell you so.
Here we have positive feedback. What might you hear from a kingfisher that's fishing for compliments? So, did anybody notice I just got my scales waxed? So, did you guys see I'm wearing my fur differently? So, how does everyone like my new gill tattoo? Or, isn't anybody gonna mention my new feather dew? Player 210's running out. Player 2, honest mistake. Player 1, you got it. No, you didn't. Why didn't you pick this? A kingfisher is a type of bird. You know, those things with feathers. Wow, talk about a needy, insecure bird. Oh my god, it's been 15 minutes. Somebody tell me I'm handsome. Interns, somebody tell me I'm handsome.
You're handsome, sir. So handsome, Mr. Masterson.
Ah, let's never cut it that close again.
Dance with me, Disco 3.
Up next, Lucy in the Sky with Rubles. And oh yes, it's a this or dat. Player 2, you could use a lift. This one's got your name all over it. I'm gonna read off 7 quotes totally out of context. For each one, I want you to tell me if it's something said by legendary pop star Elton John, or something said by Russian Prime Minister Vladimir Putin. If it was said by Elton John, press the square button. If it was said by Vladimir Putin, press the circle button. Player 1. Select your answer before Player 2, because if you get it right and Player 2 gets it wrong, you get that cash. Cool, let's do it. I do like Britney Spears. I think she's cute. No, I guess that's why they call it the blues. Look, there's a lot of political turmoil in the world. We must trust Elton John's song, The Circle of Life. It's a simple philosophy that says this: no matter what happens, we can rest assured that one day, Vladimir Putin will be eaten by a lion. May I introduce I Hunger for Love. If each member of the Hunger Games love triangle brought something different to the relationship, which of these arrangements would actually result in Katniss catching fire? Katniss brings air, Peeta brings friction, and Gale brings time. Katniss brings friction, Peeta brings fuel, and Gale brings inert gas. Katniss brings heat, Peeta brings time, and Gale brings oxygen. Or Katniss brings heat. Player 1, you've been screwed. You got 5 seconds to pick an answer. Nice screw work there, player 2. Time to twist the knife. Player 2. The so-called fire triangle outlines what is needed to start and maintain fire, which is heat, fuel, and oxygen. Remove one, no fire. But I'm sure you could get rid of PETA and it would still be hot. Here's one for you. One show down, 14,312 to go.
It's the put the choices into order, then buzz in and see if you are right. Question.
And I'll throw some extra roses at you for a right answer. Put these Broadway musicals in order of longest to shortest original runs. Grease, Rent, Spamalot. Rent, Grease, Spamalot, Player 2, you've been screwed. You got 5 seconds. Uh-oh, that's not good. Player 1, that was a successful screw. Don't stop there, get some more cash. Player 1, opening in 1996, Rent ran for 12 years, Grease opened in 1972 and ran for 8 years, and Spamalot opened in 2005 and had a 5-year run. You just picked up an extra $1,000 for that. Of course, none of these tops the musical Cats, which ran for 233 straight years. Hard to believe, but true. Good for them. Let's say so long to round 1. Remember, in round 2, every question is worth double. And don't be afraid to use those screws. I didn't hand them out for my health. And now, Chuck E. Balls. I just love Chuck E. Cheese, especially those big ball pits with all the colorful balls that kids jump around in. So tell me this. Imagine, just hypothetically, that each colored ball in a Chuck E. Cheese ball pit were a different virus. When you dive in, which ball could you definitely not come into contact with? A ball that causes polio, a ball that causes herpes, a ball that causes rabies, or a ball that causes plague? Player 1. Player 2. Herpes, polio, and rabies are all caused by a virus. Plague is caused by a bacteria, so none of those virus balls could give you plague. Plague is spread by rodents, but luckily not singing animatronic rodents like the ones you find at Chuck E. Cheese. Hey, anyone want to go to Chuck E. Cheese after the game?
Question 7. Get up and shake your monkey bang.
Coming up, Leafy Laughter. Imagine an episode of Between Two Ferns with Zach Galifianakis being filmed with a set of 2 new freshly sprouted ferns. Based on the name for fern sprouts, what might be a better name for that episode? Between 2 saplings with Zach Galifianakis? Between 2 pup shoots with Zach Galifianakis? Between 2 fronds with Zach Galifianakis? Or between 2 fiddleheads with Zach Galifianakis? Player 2? Player 1. I'm gonna vote die on this one. Next time, try this. A fern sprout is called a fiddlehead based on its shape, which resembles the top of, you guessed it, a fiddlehead. And like Zach Galifianakis, they take about 40 years to fully blossom.
Follow me down to the sea.
It's time for Escargot for Margot. Okay, guys, I've got a theory, and I think it's pretty solid. Follow me on this. The movie Key Largo came out in 1948, and the next major Argo movie was Fargo. So there may have been a secret Argo embargo. Ergo, how long was the next Argo embargo between Fargo and Argo? 7 years, 12 years, 17 years, or 22 years? Player 1. Player 2. Fargo came out in 1996 and Argo in 2013. Ergo, a 17-year Argo movie embargo. And you know what never went out of style that entire time? Cargo pants. This one's called To Be or Not to Be Arthur.
Hi, this is Corky. And how about them Golden Girls, huh?
Old man, what the hell are you doing? Get away from the microphone.
But I need to ask a question.
Give me, damn it, give me that.
No,
Listen to me, you stupid old... Give it to me.
Ow.
What's that thing? Who's that fella? Where's that scooty-up-doodly-doo? It's Foggy Facts with Old Man.
Scooty-up-doo, I forget.
All right. Just one question, and then you are out of here.
Okay, 2 questions, great.
One question!
All right, don't get your panties in a... whatever. I'm just trying to remember this one thing. I'm trying to think of this lovely singing gentleman. He was friends with those Muppet puppets, and he lived in Colorado. He talked to God in all those movies, and then he died in a plane crash, and now he's probably talking to the real God. Who the heck was that guy?
Okay, was it Engelbert Humperdinck, Jim Croce, Harry Belafonte, or John Denver? Players 1 and 2?
They know.
No, I'll get this. Yes, old man, it's country folk singer-songwriter John Denver. You're talking about John Denver.
I'm not talking about him, you are.
Why were you trying to remember John Denver, old man?
I wasn't.
What are you talking about? You just commandeered this game to ask a question about him.
Who?
John Denver.
Never heard of him. Toodaloo, boy.
Ah! Open wide for Menage a Treat. Who would not be invited to a Neapolitan threesome? Vanilla Ice, Strawberry Shortcake, the band Sexual Chocolate, or Liz Lemon? Players 1 and 2? Neapolitan ice cream consists of strawberry, chocolate, and vanilla, but not lemon. So Liz Lemon would not be invited. Remember, approaching a threesome is just like eating ice cream. If you go at it too quickly, you might damage the roof of your mouth. Brace yourself for the attack. When you see 2 clues that match, press the X button. 2,000 big ones if you're right, but you lose 2,000 if you're wrong. But keep this in mind.
Remember the clue.
It's gotta be a match that fits this clue. Watch this Peter P. Who's the Peter P? Good luck. with the win! Player One, I knew you could do it. I had faith in you from the very beginning. I told everyone, I said, Player One will eventually get to the end of this game. Thanks for not letting me down. Oh, here, I got you something.
You don't know!